Hi Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at relationships, not actually looking at love relationships, okay? We are going to look at your relationships with friends and family, followed by your relationships with people through work and career. And then we will also draw some cards, for important messages for you yourself, which, does sometimes come through. We have been coming through with your relationship with yourself. Okay, so we'll see what comes out for you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every single like and comment, it really does help the channel grow. So thank you. I've got all lenormand this week. We're using the Tanis lenormand to look at friends and family. I have the green glyphs lenormand for work and career. And then when we look at your energy, Scorpio, we have the paper oracle lenormand. Okay, so getting into it for you, I apologize in advance for any coughing or, sniffling. I'm dealing with some sinus issues. It's probably going to be an ongoing thing since we've only just started winter here, but hoping for the best. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, what's going on for Scorpio with friends and family? Friends and family for my Scorpios. And one more. Whoop. Friends and family for Scorpio, please. Is this a specific person? Is this a specific person for Scorpio with friends and family? Not really a specific person as such. I just feel as though this is more along the lines here of the way that you're interacting with friends and family, in general. When I've asked if this is a specific person, we do have the scythe and the tower. So a sudden unexpected change, a sort of a break from what's the word? A break from solitude. So you may have been spending a lot of time to yourself and not really spending that much time, with friends or family, or even if you've been spending time, it's kind of like you maybe haven't been giving as much of yourself. You've been focusing on them and kind of keeping very insular within what's going on for you. And your friends and family have picked up on that a little bit, I feel here, Scorpio, that you've been sort of very contained in your own energy and you haven't necessarily been sharing as much of yourself with your friends and family. But we do see that that's sort of changing, that you're breaking away from being so fortress-like, okay? Because the tower, yeah, it's kind of like that fortress of solitude that you've been holding yourself in. And that is, definitely coming through here because we have the bear energy and that is the fortress of solitude all over again by itself because the bear is very protective, has very strong boundaries. But with that tower coming through, you've kind of built those boundaries up into brick walls around yourself here, rather than just having, boundaries to protect yourself. You've kind of gone really solid walls around yourself, not letting yourself get too, close to things or people. So, you have been just sort of focusing on nurturing yourself. Like I said, I do feel that for a lot of you, you have still been, interacting with friends and family but more so focusing on them and nurturing them. And when it comes to you yourself, you've had this fortress around yourself, but you've still been sort of looking after people and you've been the strong one. You've been, holding everyone up kind of energy. You see that the polar bear has the little baby bear on its back there. It's kind of like, you've been holding the weight of the world on your shoulders and holding everyone else up around you. But, they want to support you as well. And it's time to let down those walls a little bit here, Scorpio, because, with the bear, sometimes it's really good to have those boundaries up, but with the bear energy and the tower fortress energy there, that you're kind of being a little bit defensive about letting people get too close. You've been holding your emotions back. We have the moon here coming through strong, so that's your emotional sensitivities. You've been holding back a lot of emotion and not really expressing your emotion to anyone. We do sort of have that coming through with the rider. So this shows me that you are going to start sharing those emotions a little bit more with your friends and family, that we are seeing a change in the way that you are approaching people around you that you are close with, and we do see this flowers energy, because these people around you, they want to give you as much support as you have given them. All right, that's the crux of what's going on here, Scorpio, that the people that you have been sort of holding back a little bit of yourself from, they want to support you and they want to be there for you. They want to see your emotions. You seem to support them when they're emotional. They want to support you when you're emotional. The flowers is giving that time, that love, that energy, that the emotions and whatnot to the friends and family, and receiving back in return, but allowing it to become more reciprocal. So I do see, though, with the rider here, that you are, opening up and giving a little bit more of yourself to these people, which, I feel like they're kind of like, oh, thank goodness, it's finally. I was wondering how long it was going to take before Scorpio actually opened back up again. So you've kind of been, it might have been a little while for some of you here, but you are sort of making a bit of a change with that. And I just feel like this collective sigh of relief from your friends and family that love you. They've been a little bit worried about you, I feel. And so, they're wanting this relationship to be reciprocal. And at the moment, they feel that they've been taking more from you than they've been giving you, and they want to give to you. Okay, so we do see you starting to open up and allow those people to give back to you, which is lovely. Okay, but we'll have a look at work and career relationships. Scorpio, what's going on for Scorpio with work and career relationships, please? Work and career relationships for our Scorpios. I feel like a lot of you have been, heavy duty with work lately. What's going on with that? Just clarify that third card for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio with career and work relationships, please. Well, I don't really need to give you advice. Your advice is the pathway and then the snake, which is to follow your passion, follow your ambition with work. I feel like you already are. For a lot of you here, we do have the rider and the fish. So this is you chasing the money. You're just trying to create as much abundance for yourself. I feel like for a lot of you, it feels as though you're not very concerned with work relationships at the moment. You're concerned about making money and creating as much abundance and following your ambition as much as you can. I do see here, though, the third card we have is the garden. Okay, so that does talk about meetings and work events. I feel like it's a meeting kind of energy. It feels like a potential meeting about a promotion or a raise or something like that. And what I'm seeing here, that's been clarified by the coffin and the mice. So it kind of feels as though there's an upcoming meeting with work, someone at work, about like, why did I lose this? Why did I lose the opportunity to, go to a new department or have that promotion or have the pay raise, and you're kind of deciding whether or not this is going to affect you and affect you seem to be very ambitious here, very focused on money and abundance within the workplace, and you have some concerns, and you feel as though you've lost out on an opportunity. You've lost out on like an ending, something ending and then being reborn energy. So some of you, there may have been someone that you're kind of having a meeting with somebody because somebody has been replaced within the workplace, and so you're kind of feeling that this is a missed opportunity, that the past person maybe was easier for you to deal with. So I kind of do get that for some of you there's maybe like been a change up in like the bosses or the people around you that are working with you, and you're kind of feeling as though you would prefer the original rather than the new energy. The new energy makes you feel a loss, or like something's been taken from you, that somebody else has taken an opportunity that you yourself wanted. And I do feel as though for a lot of you, you're kind of having it feels like an actual meeting with somebody about like, well, why was I passed over? Why did I miss out on this opportunity? What can I do to, because you care about it. You've got ambition and your passion here on the mind. You're trying to choose how to get to your full ambitions, your full desires within the workplace. And the answer for you seems to be to have this meeting. I do want to say, be careful how you approach that meeting with the more negative energy there, that because you're feeling as though something was taken, like you lost an opportunity. You don't focus on that. Don't focus on what's been lost. Focus on your drive and your ambition and your passion, and showing that. And that will actually, make that meeting go in your favor rather than, any other kind of way. So whatever that is for you, you don't really seem to be too bothered by relationships at work. You're more focused on money and doing a good job, I feel, Scorpio. Okay. Any other important messages for our Scorpios? Any other important messages for our Scorpios? It wants to talk about that. It does want to talk about that because this is obviously affecting you. You seem to be very focused on work. You've even hidden emotions and things like that from your family and friends. Your focus does seem to be very heavy on work and career at the moment. We do have the sun coming through, that this loss is being revealed to you. It may not have actually, what you're feeling has been taken or taken from you, or this lost opportunity. It may not have been revealed to you as of yet, but it will. And in the future here, I feel, this is important for you to remember this message, Scorpio, because when this loss or feeling as though you've missed out, or something was taken, an opportunity was taken from you, your initial emotions about that is going to be like, I lost, I missed out, this was taken from me. That's more like, I don't like that. Whereas this is actually for the better for you in the long term. Okay, so getting passed over for this opportunity actually is going to reveal something else to you in the future, that if you had have gotten that opportunity and taken that path, that you would not actually get onto your true right path in the long run. Okay, the next card we have is the cross. So have faith that this is all happening for a reason. things are falling into place the way that they're supposed to. You were not supposed to get this. Even though you wanted this and you thought you wanted this and you thought that this was going to, move you further, in the long run, it would have actually held you back, and it would have stopped you from, following your true passion and ambition here. It would not have worked out well for you if you had have actually, so don't push it too much. You don't actually want that. Like, as much as you think that you want that, you don't actually want that. Okay. It's one of those things where, you'll look back in a 6 months from now, a year from now, and you're like, geez, I'm glad I didn't get that promotion or get that thing, because I would never have gotten this one, which is perfect. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those sorts of energies there, Scorpio. So have faith that, things are working out ultimately for your own happiness and well-being. Things will eventually come to light that this loss, this thing that was taken from you within your work and career, it's for a reason, okay? It works out for you better in the long run, okay? But that's what we've got for you today, Scorpio. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, and leave me a comment. Let me know how that resonates in your situation. Have you been feeling as though you've been very focused on work and career and not paying attention to much else at the moment? I feel, Scorpio, but let me know, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.